You're listening to The John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Time now for the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris on this April Fool's Day Friday. How you doing, Dan?
Hey, do you get into the April Fool's thing, John and Heidi?
I used to.
Heidi used to trick our son so bad.
I used to. I was
every year.
Cruel.
So it was a thing.
And
yeah.
Here's how it ended.
I had to
though.
keep upping it every year.
It ended with a police officer involved. Every year she would trick him.
Fantastic.
And every year he would fall for it. So one year he wised up, and in March he like made a note that, hey, it's coming up.
Okay.
So he wakes up that morning. He literally comes in the bedroom and wakes Heidi up.
He
He's like,
dared
hey.
me. I
He's
had
like,
no
hey,
choice.
I just want you to know, I know it's April Fool's Day.
He threw down, huh?
He
I'm
did.
not falling for your
I'm not
shenanigans.
falling for anything.
How old was
13.
Okay.
So then he went and did something that day that he probably shouldn't have done. It really wasn't like illegal, but we had a police officer 2 doors down, and Heidi said, hey, can you do me a favor and tell Troy that he got in trouble for going on private property, and he's in our front yard talking to our son on the step, and Troy's crying. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Nice.
The
This guy
cop's
felt
looking at
so
me.
bad. He's like,
the
what
cop
a
keeps
terrible
looking at me
mother.
like, are you going to say something? And I just said, oh, great. What a great way to end our April Fool's Day. And Troy's like, Mom!
It was mean.
It was pretty magical, but
And ever since then, I do
was
my
really
best
mean.
to warn people so they don't fall for these shenanigans.
Great way to step
Yeah.
off, though.
yeah,
Kid.
yeah.
So-
Fantastic.
Sorry for all that. You asked.
I don't back down.
Hey, I don't know who this guy is, but he's a YouTube star.
Oh,
He's got like over 15 million subscribers. And
Okay.
he's got a birthday today. Logan Paul.
Oh, yeah.
27.
Never
I
heard
know
of
who
him.
that is.
See, I knew John would.
John,
He's
of
a YouTuber.
course, he follows
Yeah.
all
I
that
don't follow-
stuff. He's
I
like a
know.
teenage girl.
He can't.
Poster hanging up on the wall.
The big guy, Arthur Carlson from WKRP.
Oh,
Repairman.
one of my all-time favorite shows.
Gordon Jump.
He was
Yeah.
Born this
Oh,
day.
he was a good guy.
And let's see here. Princess Leia's mom, Debbie Reynolds. Born this day. Carrie Fisher, of course.
Yeah.
Princess Leia. All right. There you go. Debbie Reynolds had a heck of a career, herself. She was in Singing in the Rain. The Unsinkable Molly Brown.
Yeah.
She's an award-winning actress. So there you go. It was 1976. Little Stevie Wozniak and his buddy Little Stevie Jobs
Stevie.
found Apple Computer officially in the garage of Jobs' parents' house.
Isn't that cool?
California, yeah, where things start. Speaking of computers and whatnot, 2004, Google introduces this day Gmail.
Oh, yeah.
And the launch is met with a whole lot of skepticism on account of the launch date,
Oh, April
which is
Fool's Day.
April
April
Fool's.
Fool's Day.
Well, you know what was before Gmail? You know what that website was before?
I was paying no attention back then, John.
Oh, it was
Neither.
Garfield Mail.
In fact, I don't pay attention now.
So it was before Gmail. That was Garfield Mail. So gmail.com used to be a Garfield website.
Oh, okay.
It really was. Because I remember reading a statistic or like a fun fact about that, and I thought, no way. But I looked it up. It's true.
I love this from the world of sports. This day, 1930. Only guys do stuff like this. Like, hold my beer. Chicago Cubs catcher Leo Hartnett sets new altitude record for a catch by gloving a baseball dropped from the Goodyear blimp 800 feet over Los Angeles.
Oh, wow. So he caught the ball
He
from
did.
800 feet. Wow.
He did. Set an altitude record.
That's nice.
I don't know if people are trying to break that or not, but that's pretty darn impressive.
It really is.
So there you go. I know, you know, we all know. We just bounce ahead here.
I think we will. And it is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
The Vegas Travel Center is offering 3 days and 2 nights accommodations to Vegas. They'll completely waive the package price. Plus, you get tickets to your choice of activities as well as meals. Jump on this now. Obviously, a deal like this isn't going to last. When they're gone, they're gone. So don't miss out. Just call 605-210-5220 and they'll get you set up for a great getaway. Call now for this special radio offer. 605-210-5220. That's 605-210-5220.
Time now for a bright spot of news, and we've got Sadie from downtown Sioux Falls joining us. It's a first Friday, but it's also the kickoff to Restaurant Week. How you doing, Sadie?
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me on.
We're excited to chat with you. Now, we've got First Friday kicking off today, so let's talk about that first. Then we're going to circle back to Restaurant Week. Let's talk about all the fun things, though, for First Friday in April.
That's right. Well, First Fridays aren't just in the summertime in downtown Sioux Falls. Every single month there's a great First Friday in downtown Sioux Falls, and it's the place to be. So a couple fun things happening over at Rough Cut Social. They're having half-price pitchers on those adult beverages. If you're looking for some free family fun, of course, the Washington Pavilion always does free admission on First Friday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., and you can go see the whole entire Washington Pavilion, again, for free. You know we like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then one of the newest businesses in downtown Sioux Falls is having their first ever open house, and this is the Convolo. And this is actually the building that used to be the old Fernson on 8th Street.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's a new, so now it's a new event space. And they are having a free open house from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. So you can come grab a friend, get some beverages, bites, and learn more about this new business.
I'm excited to see that. I've been following them online, and I'm excited to see inside of it. I think it's going to be neat.
I completely agree. And, what's fun is that it's apparently two sisters who grew up around Sioux Falls, went out to Minneapolis, and then just realized how much they loved being around Sioux Falls and missed being around some family, so they came and opened a business here, which, we love to hear about the people moving back to Sioux Falls.
Absolutely. I love that. So a lot of fun stuff for First Friday. It's April Fool's Day. We're not joking. All this stuff is really happening. I want to make sure we say that. But we also kick off Restaurant Week. So let's talk about Restaurant Week, and that's something that starts today, but it goes for a whole week.
That's right. And so Restaurant Week, it's all in the name. It's a week celebrating the culinary culture in our community. And so we're doing that by really showcasing the talent of these chefs. And there's 11 different restaurants in downtown Sioux Falls who are participating. And, we just said, show off. Let's see what you got. And so you should see some of these amazing menu items that they're showing off. So we asked them to use a little inspiration of Sioux Falls. And so what you'll be seeing from some of these places is like at Bread and Circus, they have curry bison tacos.
Oh.
Or a dessert that is absolutely gorgeous. It's a work of art over at Minerva's, and it's called Is It Spring Yet? So, I think we all feel that here in Sioux Falls or South Dakota. But even one of the newest restaurants in downtown, it has a 5-course tasting menu, and it's called Rooted in Sioux Falls, and that's over at the Harvester Kitchen. So
nice.
Those are just a couple examples, but like you said, it runs from April 1st, so today, until April 9th. So you have 2 weekends to do it. And maybe if you want to hit up a couple of restaurants at a time, a week is pretty short. We're partnering with Sioux Falls Food Tours, so you can actually schedule your food tour and visit 3 to 4 places in one night. And so there are tickets still available for next Friday. This Friday, they're all taken up, but you can get that next Friday. You can get those tickets online. And one last thing, we do encourage people, if you're participating in Restaurant Week, definitely look into getting a reservation or maybe calling ahead to make sure they have room for you to sit.
I love that. And Sioux Falls Food Tours, for folks that are not familiar with that is such a cool thing. And Dana does an amazing job with those.
Oh, for sure. That's why we were so excited to partner with her. And she's been doing this for a couple years now, and so now getting back out and seeing all these new restaurants and restaurants who are really ready to show off for Restaurant Week, these are additional tours. So she usually only does Saturday tours during the day, but she's added a couple Friday night tours. So you can do it on Friday night next week.
Very, very cool.
She's awesome.
And if people would like to learn more about First Fridays or Restaurant Week, DTSF.com, they find everything right there?
That's right.
Well, Sadie, thank you for all that you guys do in downtown Sioux Falls.
Oh, thanks for letting us talk about it, and we'll see you downtown.
Very good. It is today, First Friday, downtown Sioux Falls. Restaurant Week kicks off today as well. All of the details at DTSF.com.
It's Bernie Carrick, former New York City Police Commissioner. If you own a gun, you need to check out StopBoxUSA.com, the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home and get instant, reliable access to that gun. It's an awesome weapon retention product, especially if you have little kids at home or frequent visitors. Get access to your gun in under a second. StopBox is the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home.
Use discount code RADIO to save 10% at StopBoxUSA.com.
You need to check out StopBoxUSA.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Friday?
You guys had your taxes done yet?
Yeah.
It is that time of year, because we're coming about 2 weeks. Is it still April 15th, or do they jack that back again?
I wonder if they will. It would be nice if they do.
It landed on a Friday this year, so I think they give you till Monday or Tuesday or something.
Okay, well, this is interesting as we prepare our tax returns this year. It's important to be on the lookout for any signs of suspicious activity in order to avoid becoming a victim of identity theft. This time of year, that activity really picks up.
Yeah.
1.4 million reports of identity theft across the country last year, with tax-related identity theft the most common during this time of year. Isn't that amazing?
That's why I no longer let some guy in a van down at the gas station do my taxes.
Down on Rice Street? Got mini blinds in his minivan. Yeah.
Discount tax repair.
Identity theft can happen in a variety of ways. When someone uses your personal information, open financial accounts, make purchases, file taxes, blah, 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 blah. So then this article actually broke down all 50 states.
Okay.
And where the biggest tax, ID theft happens and the least.
Fraudsters.
So I just listed the top 5 worst.
Okay.
Now this is identity thefts per 100,000 people. Georgia's at number 5.
Ooh,
whoa.
With a little over 600 ID thefts a year, followed by Louisiana, about 730 a year. Illinois at number 3.
Wow.
About 925 annually. Kansas surprised me at number 2, 1,350 a year.
Not where I would have guessed.
Guess where? You'll never get this. I was shocked by this.
Maryland.
The state with the most ID thefts far and away every year.
North Dakota.
Rhode Island.
Ah! What?
Really?
Almost 3,000 incidences of ID theft.
Wow.
Really? That surprises me.
Nobody expects Rhode Island.
Where did South Dakota land?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Heidi.
Wow.
Thanks for helping me out.
You're welcome.
For being a part of the show. The 5 states with the least amount of ID theft. Alaska's at number 5.
All right.
At about 122 a year, followed by Iowa
Oh, nice.
at 120.
Okay.
Wyoming's at 3. About 107 cases a year, followed by Montana with 106 cases a year. The number 1 state as far as the least amount of this activity goes, ladies and gentlemen, South Dakota.
Yay!
Nice.
We're number 1. We're number 1.
With barely over 70 cases reported annually over the
Wow.
It is.
couple of years. Because nobody wants to be us, John.
No, it's because they try to steal your identity, and then they go in and try to use your card, and you're like, you ain't Dan Ferris. I know Dan Ferris.
Everybody
you ain't
knows
Dan
you.
Ferris.
I really don't know. It doesn't
Yeah.
say why Rhode Island would be almost 3,000 in South Dakota only.
Because they don't talk to each other. Nobody knows who
Nobody knows who anybody is, I suppose.
Here we know each other.
Found that interesting. So
Yeah,
be
that is
careful
great.
out there with all your info, man. It's a crazy world.
It
I'm
is.
going to quit posting all my personal information now.
Too late, John.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
At BetterCreditCards.com, our mission is to help you get a better credit card. Why pay more interest than you need to? We have cards with amazing points and perks. If you're not a point person and just want the lowest interest rate, you can find those too at BetterCreditCards.com. You can also find credit cards designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card. Give yourself a little credit at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, April 1st, 2022. Equities began to pull back Thursday, ending what was otherwise a good March for stocks. The S&P 500 shed more than 1.5% at the low of the day and closed near the low of the session after the PCE price index came in at a new high. While the pace of acceleration cooled off on a month-to-month basis, the year-over-year data shows both headline and core inflation have accelerated to new highs and the highest levels in 4 decades. With oil prices hovering around $100, it does not look like inflation is going to be tamed anytime soon, and the FOMC will need to be aggressive. The next FOMC is only a month away, and the market is pricing in a 50 basis point interest rate increase then and at the next meeting. In other news, the non-farm payroll report is due out today, and that could drive market action. The report is expected to show a strong 490,000 new jobs in March and an uptick in wage growth. You can get the inside track in your inbox at marketbeatminute.com.